My wife screamed and hurled homophobic slurs at our daughter when she came out, then threatened to divorce me for standing by her. So I'm calling her bluff and getting my lawyer involved. I have been married to my college sweetheart for almost 15 years now. We have a daughter, 15, with whom I have been extremely close since she was very little. I have told her multiple times that I would do anything for her. She had just come out as bisexual to my wife and me a few nights ago, and my wife went bat poop crazy. She started cursing her out, telling her how much of a disappointment she was, how embarrassing it is to have a fugget for a child, and how she'd disown her if she ever brought a girl home. This was extremely infuriating, but honestly, more shocking than anything. My wife has a very strong religious background, being a pastor's daughter, but I didn't expect her to go completely ape poop on our daughter. I was only expecting a little stern talking to, but not that extreme. I have similar beliefs to my wife, but they're not so strong that I would disown my child because of them. I don't have the best relationship with my parents, because when I was my daughter's age, I got into some legal trouble from simply hanging out with the wrong people. I spent 9 months in a juvenile detention center and was sent to live with my grandparents because my parents didn't want anything to do with me. That sent me into a deep and dark spiral of depression and feelings of being unworthy. So I vowed that if I had children, I would never walk out on them, no matter what they do. I fully support my children in everything they do and do my best to guide and direct them based on my own experiences. I spoke with my wife about it and asked if she thinks she could have handled that differently, to which she replied, if it gets the message across that she's going to hell if she wants to sleep with a girl, then no. She then went on to say that no daughter or child of mine is going to grow up into a effigot and embarrass her entire family. This only pissed me off more, and here is where I might end up being an a-hole. I told her to shut the hell up and let our daughter do what she wants to do. My wife then started screaming at me and practically blaming me for raising a sinful little biatch, and because she takes after her father. She said she wouldn't hesitate to file for divorce if I supported my daughter's lifestyle. I dared her to. Now I haven't spoken with her for the past few days, so now I'm debating if this marriage has run its course on this one argument alone. I love my wife, but I most certainly won't choose her over my daughter in this situation, so I'll leave it up to Reddit. Am I being the a-hole here for taking my daughter's side and telling my wife to shut the hell up about it? Update. 5 days later. I spoke with my daughter about the situation to get her thoughts on everything, to which she just said, it is what it is, and that she was scared that might happen, and that absolutely broke my heart. I reassured her that there is nothing she could do to make me stop loving her, and that I wish her mother would have shared that same feeling. Then I broke the news to her. I'm divorcing your mother. At first she smiled because she thought I was joking, then she began to cry because she thought she'd ruined the family. I told her that I wasn't divorcing her mother because of her, but because of what her mother said to her. It's not her fault. She bawled her eyes out, and I didn't know what to say. I just gave her the biggest hug I could, and told her that it would be unfair and wrong to force her to continue to grow up in a household with so much hatred directed at her for no reason. I see people of the LGBTQ+ community ridiculed daily in the world, and I'll be damned if I let it happen to her in her own house. That's unhealthy mentally and emotionally. I contacted my lawyer about the situation, and within days, my wife was served with divorce papers. She calls me immediately after and yells at me for defending a effigot and choosing my, not our daughter, over the only thing I've ever done right in my life, her. I was disgusted, to say the least, but I felt really good about everything now. Everything was crystal clear. My wife of 15 years has shown me her true colors. I did, in fact, marry the devil. I have many regrets in my life, and not seeing her for who she truly is sooner is one of them.